Good evening. Welcome to the 308 Sniper live stream again. We haven't got a game on tonight, but we thought we'd come back with another streaming session like we did last night. Really, a bit of show and tell, show off some of the guns that we've got in, and some of the updates we've had in the arena as well. So let me get the arena cams up, and you'll be able to see us as well. There we go.
It's Dan lounging around.
Hello. So, if you're watching the stream last night, you would have seen Dan over here. He was the guy working hard in the cafe.
Of course, always working hard.
So, Dan is our in-house marshal. So, most of the games that get played here, you'll meet Dan. Dan take you through the safety brief, get you chronoed, and he'll be the in-game marshalling the event. So most of you that have played here would have met Dan at some point out there. So here's Dan live in the flesh without his safety equipment on.
Some of you probably never seen his face.
Yeah, and if you have, you've probably only seen it like that with a fag in it. Obviously this is Will. He was on the chat last night, so Will's normally found in the shop, and obviously I'm Chris. So if you don't know me, then it's not worth being here. But yeah, so we're going to try and make these more regular thing if we can, and talk some random nonsense and stuff. So the first update of such was our spawn buttons. So probably seen our spawn buttons before, and we've shown people on the streams before. We have a spawn button in each of the respawn areas. You can just see these little black bits here. And in actual fact, if I bring up
Show you a closer look at those.
main spawn, actually you won't be able to see us, but you can see a bit closer the button. I'll perhaps put the arrow in.
Dan Parker, thank you for liking. For some reason, your name's covered up on the screen. We saw that out, but yeah. That's what we've been doing tonight. We've been troubleshooting, basically.
There we go. So let me. There's a load of bits we need to clean up on the stream, which we're in the process of doing. So, but yeah, if you couldn't see that, there's the two little black buttons here, which are the spawn buttons. So, when they're pressed, it makes a difference to the game. So, for example, when we play two-shooter flip, the two-shooter flip game takes a total number of seconds the targets have been held in each colour, and then it'll divide it by the number of respawns and give an overall score. The games can be won or lost basically on how aggressive you are. If you're over-aggressive and get shot all the time, you can end up losing the game because you've respawned too much. But equally, if you're not aggressive enough and don't shoot enough targets, then you'll end up losing that way. So it makes the game really tactical. Now, up until yesterday, you could only see the scores of the targets.
You have to rely on our word for it.
Yeah, now we've managed to get that up here on the stream. So on the scoreboard here, which I can't really point out very well with this arrow, I need to be able to rotate the arrow. I don't know if I can.
No, you can't. You make
rotate.
smaller,
No, I'll make. There we go. I'll make it a little bit smaller. So this bit here will show the green and the red respawns. You'll be able to see it in action. So, and now I think we're demonstrating it. So, Dan, let's set up a game and we'll get you to run out and press some buttons.
No way.
Let's
Round starts in 3,
hit the button.
2, 1.
There we go. So, head out, Dan, and press the respawn button. Let's flip it back over to that phone, if I can find the button. Where's it gone? That's that one there. It lit up a funny colour.
All the buttons out.
Completely threw me that. So there he is, Dan the man. Give us a wave, Dan. There he is, live and in HD. Obviously, there's no games on, so he's got no safety glasses on. There's no one out in the arena. Door's locked. So there's no chance of him getting shot. So if he presses the button, actually we didn't test this, so let's make sure it does work.
Yeah, it's definitely working.
It's definitely working, but I've set the game up for that being the green respawn.
Got the colours round the wrong way, so
Oh, we did go. There we go. There we go. So press it again, Dan. Keep pressing it. There we go. So as you can see, as he spawns, the spawn counter goes up. So that was just a quick update. It seems like such a trivial little thing, but it's going to make a lot of difference on the stream. So
should we leave him out there for
just
10 minutes?
I mean, it's like sending someone for a long wait, isn't it? When they're an apprentice, we'll see how long he lasts out there. We're sending him back for some tartan paint in a minute. So that was just a quick update on spawn buttons.
I think he's figured it out. He's coming back. You're all good.
So he's coming back now. So as you can see, he's pressed the button 17 times, and therefore it was recorded 17 respawns. And obviously, if we had someone down the other end pressing the red one, it would record on the red one. So that was just a quick little update. So press stop on that game mode because it's not making noises and stuff. That was that. What was next? We brought some toys up to show as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
So,
what do you want to pick first, Dan? Choice.
First time on the stream, Dan. You get the choice of what you want to show
my
off.
favourite.
Is it because it was the closest one?
Well, yeah, to be honest. So the first one is this. It's the Armorworks Mauser C96 to believe. And to be honest, look-wise, personally, is my favourite. Obviously, I'm a bit of a history nerd. I love how it looks, especially when into that sort of cider period. Armorworks, I've got good experience with Armorworks. I use their high cappers a lot. So Armorworks are, to me, a good brand to go with. And I do think this is a nice looking replica.
It does look very nice.
Let's see if I can bring it up on the window capture.
Obviously, the thing is, this is a mag, so it's not a big mag, but to be honest, we'll probably buy this more for a collection beach, actually probably using it on the field, but it is a very nice looking one to have for your collection. Especially like me, into that World War II sort of period.
And it's selectable, isn't it? It goes full auto.
It does, yeah. I discovered that in the shop by accident. Someone put gas in it, I didn't realise. And someone asked, it was like, is that actually a fire selector? And I was like, I think it is. And I pulled the trigger and it blasted full auto and scared the crap out of me.
We should perhaps put that on the description. I don't know if it's in the description.
I don't think it mentions it, to be fair.
Mentions every... Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, it does say.
Shoot single and... it's almost like we planned it.
We should have read that really.
So this bit is the file selection switch. It's about roughly there. That file selection switch, so that where you change it to photo.
It's very quick as well. It's like ridiculously fast.
I guess because there's no sort of blowback function. You're not firing a slide backwards and forwards, just a hammer.
Yeah, it's similar to the AAP, I guess, in that sort of function.
Yeah.
An early AAP.
It probably makes it...
Well, one thing I'm curious is if you can buy the actual stock in the wheelchair version and put a stock in.
I think you can. It's got a cutout for something on the back of the
because
they definitely do them. I'm going to crop this because that's been downloading dodgy stuff and some weird... I don't know what it is. Some weird application he's downloaded. There's a link to it on the side, but I don't know. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh, and that's
installed honey.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it?
I don't know. Little terrorist, Matt. He's downloading all sorts of weird stuff. But anyway, so I've cropped that out. There we go. So, so that was the first toy that we had there. That's available on the website and in store. So if you've fancy a bit of history, grab that one. If you don't, then we've got something a bit more modern for you. So grab the next one. What are you going for next, Dan?
The KW.
KWA
Yeah,
is
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
So these have been really super popular. We got the KWA Eve 4 in and the Eve 9. The Eve 4s sold out super quick.
We're going to get some more in.
And the Eve 9s have been going really well. We've only got a few left now.
So this is the E4. This is the shorter, like close quarter style.
If you grab the Eve 9 even, P9, the Eve 9.
And then this is the Eve 9.
And we show the difference.
And you can see the difference.
I don't know if you can actually. Can you see the difference in length? Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, well, I mean, one is a 4-inch barrel, and one's a 9-inch barrel.
So
well,
shut that one down there.
Makes sense why it called
Yeah.
So the 4-inch comes with a PDW style stock, which is pretty cool. Obviously, the limiting factor of that is the size of battery you can fit in the thing, which is a bit of a downside. But I mean, that's the compromise you make if you go for these slimline stocks. So these are pretty cool though, all polymer, but still got a good weight for a polymer gun.
Kind of like AR style, but not at the same time, which is quite nice. Usually you've got your charging handle would be back. You've got it at the front here, which is cool. Nice, which obviously then you get access to your hop there as well. Yeah, they're really nice, and they're a really good price for how good the gun is. I'd say out of all the guns we've got on the wall, these are probably the best performing ones we have currently. Personally, anyway.
Obviously, they come with the black tip, not the orange tip as in
Although
the
there is a nice orange tip in there.
Yeah, I think it's just because of the American market they have the orange tips on, but these ones have all black tips, so that is cool. And we didn't bring the mags up, but
they're sealed anyway. You can't put
no, but they've got the same mags as what's pictured.
Yeah, so they're like a limited edition kind of mag.
Yeah,
they had them in their ice.
Yeah, they did the ice version. Yeah, so it's the same. It's got this blue accent on the mag, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's the Eve 4. We've got a couple of them left in stock, but they're going quick. So if you're one of them, get on that quick.
Got them in today and already sold one today. So
yeah, they're not going to hang around too long. So yeah, jump on that. Then we've got the 9, which I prefer the 9 personally because
I do as well, yeah.
One, it's a little bit longer. 2, it's got this decent sized stock on there, which means you can actually get a decent sized battery in there.
It's a PTS stock as well, so it's very nice quality.
Yeah, the stock is solid as well. Like some guns, the stock's a bit rattly and that. Like all of them, it'll rock a little bit on the stock tube. But this one is a nice, solid, comfortable stock as well. So yeah, I actually prefer this one. It's a bit more comfortable to run with. But yeah, got both. So whatever you fancy. I mean, the 4 is good for CQB, but I reckon the 9 is good as well.
Yeah. It's not massive, is it? That's the thing.
No.
It's a decent size.
Yeah.
I'll bring up the 9 on the website as well. There we go. So that is the 9 version.
Same function.
Again, we're down to 2 of them. Or we need to resize that video. We did it on the 4, but not on the 9. But yeah, it's got all the same functions. So it's pretty much they've all got the 2.5 gearbox in them as well.
Yes. Slightly more air volume.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think they're basically like I think it says in the description there. It's meant to rival the T10 without the kickback and recoil system. So if you want something of that performance but without the kickback and recoil, I mean, kickback and recoil is good to a point, and then it's great to have that realism, but we're still only playing a game, so
yeah, it's not.
I'm thinking the realism aspect in there, so it's like a cool gimmick, but practically, it's not really.
It's like blowback pistols. They look great, but totally impractical, especially this time of year.
Oh yeah.
I'd much rather Mark 23 or AAP or something that hasn't. You're not wasting half your gas just throwing a slide backwards and forwards, which is why everyone short strokes their pistols, make them faster in the end because they don't want to be throwing the slide backwards and forwards hardly at all. So make them more gas efficient and run a bit smoother and quicker. So, but anyway, that's that. So they're on the website. They're in the store if you want to come and see one. head on down.
There's a lot of interest in them. They are fairly new as well, so they are quite popular at the moment. Which is cool.
They look pretty cool. So we've got them. So they're them. If you want to know anything more about them, give us a shout, and we're trying to answer your questions on it. Let me put up in the chat there the links to those rifles as well. Let me see. I didn't do the E4, so let me just.
Do you want to stick that back down?
Yeah, no worries.
That link as
Gun rack
well.
up here.
We do, yeah. Let us know what you think of this style of stream as well. Whether it's something you would like us to keep doing or not.
We're enjoying it. So
Yeah, it's good fun for us. What have you got first, Dan? You didn't need to bring them all at once.
Oh, I just thought go Jim type.
Just one at a time.
So we've got this one with I can't never pronounce the name of it with
Vesky or something.
Vesky, something like that.
I can't.
So it's a standard AR M4 platform sort of steel. But what's great about these sort of platform is that come in different sort of
Black
so,
one.
yeah,
the
this is multicam black one. We also got multicam and a blue one.
Let me put the link up for the one that you're showing at the moment. So these are incredible. My boys bought one of these, but
I want one myself actually.
He's the fire rate on them is pretty good, and they're adjustable as well. So they got this programmable like MOSFET. Explain it, Will.
So the main feature of these looks, but the main feature is they've got a silver edge gearbox. I think it's SDU 2.0. SDU. Yeah. Anyway, they've got the newer silver edge gearbox in it, which is programmable. Programmable system sort of thing, so you can like program the rate of fire and everything like that, all the different functions. It's got a bunch of the functions, so you could like put 3-round burst on it, 9-round burst if you really want to as well, which is a bit crazy, but it's got all sorts of stuff on there. The way you do that though is quite cool. There's a button inside the magwell. It'll be way too small for me to show you. It's a really small button, but inside there you press that button for a different sort of periods of time once you put a battery into it, and it changes all the fire modes, which is cool. Made by APS as well. These I think it's licensed for obviously by Cybergun.
Yeah.
But they're really nice. I like them.
And there's 5 different presets you can set it to. So I'm not going to bore you with all of them, but you've got the normal safe semi auto, safe semi 3-round burst, and so on, and right up to the one that does the 9-round burst, which is bonkers. But before anyone asks, no 9-round burst in the in the kill house. We don't allow auto fire, so burst fire is a no as well. Even 3-round burst is a bit too much because it's only indoor CQB. We do allow binary triggers, which in effect is like a 2-round burst. So
as long as you're not a knob.
Yeah, it's all about being sensible.
Yeah.
Because a 2-round burst in effect is no different to someone double tapping. So that we allow, as long as you're not being a dick. But yeah. But outdoors, 9-round burst, great for laying down suppressive fire.
You might as well just use
it.
It's a cool feature to have though. Like
full auto is like spray and pray. I've never been a fan of full auto, but burst fire I totally get. And a lot of sites I know like won't allow continual full auto unless you've got a proper support weapon with a bipod and that. So
even then, I think some they limit to like 3-round, like 3-second bursts or stuff.
3-second bursts and stuff. Yeah, so a 9-round burst I think is more than enough to lay down covering fire for one of your teammates to move or to get from one objective to the next. So it's a pretty cool feature, and you can program it on the fly pretty much. Obviously you've got to drop the mag out and stuff, but it is doable. But you'd probably set it up in the safe zone for the game that you're going to play.
Yes.
It's probably the preferable way of doing it.
One thing doesn't have a memory though, so when you put your battery in, you have to then remember which mode you want it to be set onto.
Yeah.
really easy to change all the modes. Which is
If you get it wrong, the default is always safe, semi, full auto. So that's the standard configuration. So if you really get stuck out on the field and you've forgot to set it, then you can still do a 9-round burst. Just hold the trigger for half a second.
Yeah,
I think it does like 35 rounds a second or so.
It's quite a quick gun. Yeah,
it's they're pretty quick if you wind them right up. So that's that one.
I really like them.
They're pretty cool. It almost looks like they do a suppressor that goes over the top and clicks in. But
yeah,
I've not seen them.
You can probably find something.
It's like that style on it. It's got like the quad lock, like the QD locks.
Yes, it does.
So maybe they do. I don't know.
Find something.
That's a 7-inch version as well. They do different lengths, but these are the 7-inch ones. We got the 7-inch ones because we thought they were the best size.
We do CQB, so smaller guns are better for us.
and they're brilliant outside as well. It's an all-rounder, I think. But that's one side. Let's get the next one up.
It's the same gun, but
so this is the different colours we've got. So this is one called. This was something funky.
Yeah, this is.
Was it called ATAX?
Can't see the button there. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, the ATAX FG.
Yeah, so I think it's just forest green. ATAX, I guess. Camo pattern.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to get this wrong, but I'm sure it's like Dutch or Norwegic or something, camo or something like that.
Norwegic.
Yeah, well, what do you call someone that comes from Norway?
Norwegian,
that's it. Yeah, so the pattern would be, I don't know, Norwegic. I don't know. Is that a word?
I don't
Let
think
us
so.
know in the chat.
But yeah, again, you can sort of see the pattern a bit better on this one because it's not so dark, but it's a nice foresty kind of thing. You got all the trademarks on there, the Noveski or Novsky or whatever they are. Very nice. It's also got it's got EMG stamped onto the grip. You can't really see that on that one. I believe it comes with the little EMG, like their little authentic card things.
Yeah.
For the licensing.
They're pretty cool.
I believe it comes with.
I was just going to try and share the chat, and my phone went absolutely nuts. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I was going to put it on the Kill House group.
Oh, okay.
I could work out how to do it. You talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to try and wing this.
if you have any questions, is like anything whatsoever, please ask away. Obviously, we try. If we don't know obviously we can't answer it then. But we do our best to answer all questions you might have. Obviously, if you've got any questions specifically about playing game upstairs in our kill house, I'm more welcome to answer that. As like Chris explains it when we start, I'm the main marshal here, so I run all the games and all the events we have at 308. So any question you have, I'm probably the guy. If not, obviously Will and Chris here can surely assist me in that.
Yeah, so we'll put the link up to the booking site in a minute as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to get booked in, you can do. Did we have?
We've got one more.
One more. Let's get the other one out of the way, and then did we bring anything else up?
Barrel socks.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll go through that in a minute. Let me go. I still can't see that back button. There we go. So it's the blue one. So let me get the link for that one as well. Copy and paste that in. Go.
So again, more of the same. But it's a nice blue. A lot of people have been saying like, "Oh, this looks like it's from Call of Duty or something," which makes me cringe when they say that. But it does. It does look like a camo from Call of Duty. So
yeah, I think it's probably the that and the red one we had. But my boy bought the red one, so
we had another red one.
Yeah, we had
one.
Two red. We had like 9mm stick mag one. Then we had the M4 one. I mean, the M4 ones are more practical because obviously the mags are easier to get hold of. And it'll run most of the polymer mags out there. Most of the metal ones fit in it quite well. So
some of them do come with their own special mag as well. So I think this one came with a black one, but I believe the other ones do come with like it's got the same camo pattern on the magazine as well, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I can't remember which ones do.
I can't remember. Some of them do, some of them don't.
Pictures don't give it away either. But if you're not sure, this is a cool little feature.
We've got these chrono.
We now try and chrono all the guns we have for sale. So when they come in, we've always chronoed the guns we have for
Just
sale.
never put it on the website.
But we never declared what they actually were. So we thought, we're going all the effort of chronoing every gun that comes into the shop to make sure we're not selling hot guns, or we're not selling a lemon that's got like 100 FPS or something silly. But we never actually put it anywhere. We never did anything with the information. We never recorded it. We never did anything with it. So now we do make a sheet up and we try and upload it onto the website. So most of the guns have been updated and put on the website now. There's a couple I think we need to do.
Yeah.
But generally most of them are all done and sorted. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And obviously you can see this gun's pretty consistent. 331.1 to 334. So
Within 2 FPS.
yeah, it's and within 0.1 of a joule or 0.2 of a joule. So it's pretty much where you'd want it, just over a joule. Perfect.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all on there. All the details on the website there as well about it, so you can have a flick through and have a look at that. Yeah, so they're cool. So we got them in. So we just wanted to show you some new guns that we had. We've had these ones a little while, but it's the last of them, so we just thought we'd show them off for anyone that hasn't quite seen them. So
yeah, we've only got one of each of these left, and they are a limited edition as well. It's probably quite an important thing to say. So
yeah,
once they're gone, they're probably gone, unless you find some old stock somewhere that will probably be old.
yeah. I mean, you'll be able to get the plain black ones.
Yeah.
And I think the tan ones, but not the camo prints. So, yeah, they're cool. Have a look at them, check them out. What? Oh, barrel sock was the
Yes.
other one. So we've got a load of barrel socks in because I don't know if they come up as barrel cover.
on
There
the
we go.
fireplace there.
So we've got a bunch of these in. So there's a lot of sites now adopting these. So if you don't know what they are, actually leave the gun there. We'll show what
That's fine.
we'll show what they are for those that don't know.
I'll show
Not everyone
one
might
that
know. I
sticks
mean, it
out.
seems obvious that people would know, but not always. I need to move that.
I'll make these fit in the bag well, don't they? There we go.
Matt's moved the bloody. I'm blaming Matt. Matt sits here most of the time. Matt's moved the monitor across. I couldn't see the back button. All you got was my off haze going across the screen, which is good for you. But let me put the links up for the 3 types of barrel sock that we have. So if you've not been to Driverwood or various other sites, I think Mayhem in Romford use these as well. Driverwood do. A lot of sites encourage them, but they're not compulsory. But Driverwood definitely is, and Mayhem definitely
I
is.
think in America, majority of sites use these already and have been for a number of years.
They're huge in paintball.
Yeah, paintball is they have to have these.
So paintball either have these loose cloth ones or they do a hard plastic one that fit the markers. But the idea of these is they just simply sit over the edge of the barrel. So it doesn't matter then. I mean, unfortunately, the one thing that always happens is someone dry fires in the safe zone. And the point of these is that if they dry fire in the safe zone with this on, it's going to catch it in the bag. It's going to stop it from discharging all over the place. One of my pet hates with airsoft is that I come from a real steel shooting background, so
They hate airsofters.
I don't hate airsofters. I hate some of the airsoft disciplines.
Yeah.
For example, I wouldn't go to the shooting range, put my mag in, and then pull the trigger.
No.
But it seems that a lot of airsofters would go to an airsoft event, get there, they'd put their mag in, and put a battery in. And the minute someone puts a battery in their gun, for some reason they have this habit of wanting to pull the trigger.
Yep.
To dry fire it to make sure it works.
Show off how speedy it is and how nice their shimming is, usually, isn't it?
I think sometimes it's just genuinely to check that the gun's working, that the battery's charged and it works.
They should just wait till you're in a safe area to do it, really. Well,
most sites, I can't think of a site that hasn't got an area that you can go and shoot, a shooting range or something like that. So, but But the idea with these is that you just throw it on the end of the gun. If you put the battery in, if you do accidentally dry fire or purposely dry fire to make sure your battery is connected and working, if there was a BB in the chamber, in the hop, it's going to go in that barrel sock and catch it and stop it from taking out someone's eye or something.
Yes.
I mean, fortunately, you don't hear of too many serious accidents, but I've seen people being shot in the safe zone.
I've been shot in a safe zone before, in the face as well.
Yeah. So it become more and more a thing. But I mean, these are obviously the bright orange ones. If you want to make it visible that you've got one, they actually say rental on them.
Yeah.
They're designed for sites, but you know what? Some people buy them just to make a point that they've got it on there.
Yes.
And then we do these cool olive ones. So these are the olive versions, and they all come with these adjustable straps, so you can make it fit any gun. So this strap would then go around the pistol grip, or
I sometimes put mine around my red dot sight and stuff.
Yeah, around your sight, anything that's solid enough to hold it on. So you just want to hold it on and stop it falling off the end. One, so you don't lose it, and two, if you do accidentally pull that trigger and it has accidentally got a BB in the hop, then it'll catch it. I mean, some guns you if you forget to clear the gun, if they've got like a Elliott's APS has got the hop clip on it, so when you pull the mag out, it still holds like 2-3 rounds in the hop.
It's got the max hop, isn't it?
Yeah. So in that case, if you then dry fire it, you're going to fire 2 or 3 rounds before you clear it. So I mean, obviously, when you leave the game zone, the best thing to do is pull the mag out and fire it through to clear the weapon, which you should do anyway, and then put one of these on.
I always, every time we finish this game, I always tell people to put mag out and clear chamber before they enter the safe zone.
I mean, I've seen guns just malfunction as well. They've just been sat there on the bench, and the battery's gone, or something's happened, and it's just started shooting.
Especially on a rainy day. I was out at a site. I won't name the site. Not that it makes any difference, but and a guy put his gun on the bench, and it'd been raining, and the gun was soaking wet, and it must have shorted the MOSFET, and all of a sudden it just started full autoing on the bench. And fortunately, he had no mag in it, and he had cleared it, so all was good. But the battery got very, very hot and started smoking, and he managed to get it out of the stock before it melted the rest of the gun. But it happens. Unfortunately, not very often. But that's the other version. That's the extra large one. So if you've got a large tip, or you've got a really fat suppressor or something like that,
well, they're really good for
a noise hog.
The MP5s that've got built-in suppressors.
Yeah.
The Falcons actually fit with their like mock suppressors on the end.
Yeah. So these are good if you've got a suppressor or something.
Yeah.
I was saying about that gun manufacturing. My first strike one, you don't cock the gun before you put the air in. It will start firing.
Oh yeah.
So you have to remember to cock it. But if you're like me, if it gets all the time, it will put it in. It will start firing.
And it doesn't burst the full auto.
Yeah. So it's always good to have that one of these shots on it, just in case you see that happens.
Driver Wood actually were making sure that when people with HPA enter the safe zone, they unclipped their lines, which is a very good thing, I thought.
Yeah.
Just in case, because HPA guns sometimes you have to blow on the trigger.
Also with HPA, if you're low on air, a lot of the time it will just hold the engine open and will blast out. So if you happen to be walking back to the safe zone and knock the trigger or whatever, and it's the last bit of air and it goes full auto, then it's going to be bad news for you. And
or they malfunction. They've got electronics in some of them as well. So
I think what Dan was talking about, Dan's got
a mechanical first strike.
A mechanical first strike, and it's got a weird function on it. If you connect air to it, it will just think it's ready to go and fire full auto. So you have to cock the charging handle and then connect the air to it, and then it works fine.
But when someone like me who keep forgetting about that, it goes off. You go, oh god, and you've got to quickly shut it before it go on. So
it's a gun really for people with common sense. I'm not sure why you bought it, really, Dan.
For science, that's all I'm going to say.
It's a cracking gun, to be fair. We have got one more first strike left that we'll be putting on the website soon. We've got to get a new regulator for the tank. We need a Ninja reg.
One,
the So the way the first strikes work is absolutely amazing. They have this cracking HPA engine in them, full mechanical engine. Works very similar to a paintball gun. And in actual fact,
They are paintball guns.
yeah,
Aren't they?
you can buy a paintball upper and put it on it, and it becomes a paintball gun. But you've got a little screw on there. You can adjust the velocity. Another screw that you can adjust the fire rate, which is pretty cool. And the whole system works really well. But they only run on 450 psi, I think, and a normal HPA tank is 850 or 800 psi. So as soon as you connect a normal tank to it, it shoots at like 500 FPS or something stupid.
Yeah,
And
6 joules, I think.
yeah, they're ridiculous. So you have to obviously fit the right regulator. So we've got the right regulator on order. We're going to stick that on a tank, and we'll bundle that so it's all ready to go out the box, so someone can just purchase ready to go. Which is what we've done for Dan's and for Will's,
And for me, yeah.
and the other couple that we sold. I think this is the last one. So once we've got this one sorted, available on the website. But
That'll probably be the last one we ever get, I imagine, because they're very, very hard to come by.
yeah, absolutely, and they're cracking guns. The fire rate is amazing. on them.
Oh yeah, I always enjoy mine when I take it on the field.
Yeah, and the range on them is ridiculous. So they're definitely a cool gun. I don't think they're on the website anymore.
Unless we can see stock that's not there, but that's not usually how it works, is it?
No, they're not on the website. But yeah, so yeah, who's watching today anyway? Have we got anyone in the chat? We had loads of people in the chat yesterday. Where's all the chatters gone today?
We've got lurkers today, I think. People just lurking.
People watching us. Well, if you're out playing this weekend, let us know. We've got games on this weekend. I did say I'd drop in the booking link, didn't I? So let me do that. If I go to the Kill House booking, go here, go to the home page, get that link. So we've got games on tomorrow night, definitely. We've got people booked in for that. So if you want to get playing, then tomorrow night it's Thursday night. Hello, X Gravity.
Hello.
Welcome to the chat.
How you doing?
You must be home by now, I take it. So yeah, get yourself booked in. We've got games on tomorrow night. Is all guns, and I don't know if we've got anyone booked in yet on Friday, but there is space. So if you want to get booked in, get booked in. And we've definitely got games on Saturday morning, and Saturday afternoon. There's already people booked in. Sunday,
We've got private Sunday.
yeah. So we've got bookings on Sunday morning. There's still some spaces. Sunday afternoon is already fully booked because we've got a private on Sunday afternoon. But there's definitely spaces Sunday morning, Saturday afternoon. So they're getting filled up quite quick. So get yourselves booked in on that. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like this weekend. Let me have a look. Whether it's supposed to be.
What time's up?
Look, it looks like Saturday and Sunday is rain. So you might as well
Good
come
for
and
us.
play indoors.
What Kai said makes no sense. So I'm going to ignore that.
What's home just checking in? I think he probably means just got home, just checking in. Maybe I don't know. Don't know. I communicate with Snoop Dogg sometimes. But yeah, so weeknights is on there. Just click to book in, and Thursday nights over there. £15, £5 deposit, 5 till 9, all guns. And if you need a rental, you can book it there as well. Just tick the box, rental. So that's there. If you don't, just click through on tomorrow's. If you want to book for the following week, obviously you can do. That's all on there. And weekends, if you want to book for the weekend, either half day, morning, afternoon, or a full day. Just click the relevant one.
You do get a free meal. You book a full day.
Do, yes. A lot of people don't realise that, and then they turn up and then we ask them what food they want, and they're like, "Oh, I get
I
food."
don't know if it actually says it. Should say in there. Yeah, so there you go. You get a lunch token to use on our on-site cafe.
Yeah,
So
I think people just don't read, do they?
I think probably people don't click the read more bit.
Yeah.
They just click select. But again, it's on there. You can book a rental rifle or a pistol. And they're available on there. So book a full day rental and away you go, and you can then book Saturday or Sunday. Well, you can't do Sunday because Sunday we're fully booked in the afternoon. So
you can do Sunday morning.
You can do a Sunday morning, yeah. So make sure that works while we're here. Morning rental. There we go. Yeah, Sunday morning is available. And once you're in there, you can either log in or sign up and log in. It's worth logging in and creating an account, by the way, because I probably need to sign in to show you. I won't give away my number. There we go.
Pops up there sometimes.
There we go.
Yeah.
So loyalty points. So you get loyalty points. I haven't got any because I don't book in to play myself. But every time you book, you get points. And what do points win?
Bookings.
Oh yeah, prizes
usually, but in this case, it's bookings.
So if you go to gift cards, which is at the top here, so on this menu you can go to gift cards and you can use your loyalty points. So it's either £15 or 5 loyalty points. And yeah, so they're all on there. 5 loyalty points, 6 loyalty points, 6 loyalty points. Like a full day Sunday gift card, 10 loyalty points. So so you need a minimum of 5 loyalty points, and I believe
Point a booking or something.
yeah. So let's have a look at weeknight, for example.
Somewhere.
Sure. I think once you log through, it tells you that they're
Plus 1
there
point.
we go.
There we
Plus
go.
1 point.
Yeah.
So for an evening booking, you get 1 point. So if you play 5 evenings, you get 1 free. And I think you get 2 points for a full day. So yeah, so pay 2 full days and 1 evening, and you get an evening free. So that's pretty good.
I only just understood what Kai says as well. He's questioning what home is because he spends more time at work.
Ah,
There we go. Makes sense.
but you
now.
do more work at home than you do at work. So it all equals itself out, I suppose. So X Gravity is Kai, which is our the chef, our daytime chef. So if you visit between 10 and 6, he's the chef in the kitchen. He'll be cooking for you.
He'd love to cook a Pat Jan's burger.
Yeah,
Chinese
and fish and
burgers.
chips as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
He
yeah.
loves
Or
cooking fish and chips.
Pie with messy bees.
Mushy peas. Yeah.
He loves that.
He put fish and chips on the menu, and it's now his worst dish to cook. So if you like fish and chips, come on down and order yourself some fish and chips. He loves cooking his fish and chips. Afternoon, Cloudy Haze. Good to have you back in the chat.
Hello, Glad. Is it Cloudy Haze?
Yeah.
Or Cloudy has.
So thanks for joining us. If you have just joined in, we've got Dan here as our in-game marshal. So he marshals most of our events when he's here. When he's not here, Matt a marshal. So normally that's 1 weekend a month or the odd days that he has off on holiday.
I escaped in the real world.
And so when he's not doing it, yeah, Matt normally does it. But Dan is there for 99% or 95% of our martial games. Not that we do non-martial games, but for all our games. And then Will's in the shop, and normally myself in the shop. Or you normally see me or Will stream as well. So we normally do a lot of the live streams. So we're just doing a bit of an update, really. We're showing about the respawn counters are now working down here. So you can see how many respawns. And
he has a fun job. Well, it can. not always fun, I have to say. There's some aspects not always fun. I think a lot of the time it's not when I think it's what you don't see can be sometimes a bit.
Yeah, so I think what you're probably saying is like the marshalling's the fun bit, people management, guiding people round into the right place at the right time is difficult, and and I think Dan's worst job is he hates the hoovering and the tidying up. So I mean, the more BBs you can shoot, the more grenades you can let off in the kill house. He loves clearing up the mess, and bizarrely, he spends a lot of time clearing up the safe zone after a session. We do put bins out, but people don't always find the bins. So
apparently the counters are the same.
Yeah, but that's Dan's job. Dan loves tidying up.
Of course, I do it all the time now, so I'm used to it.
So yeah, I guess it sounds all glamorous, getting out marshalling, witnessing all the games, but yeah, equally he gets shot quite a bit.
A lot.
I think it's quite a common misconception, to be fair, working in the airsoft industry. People are like, dream job, that's going to be great. But in reality, when you're an airsofter, it sucks.
There's a lot
you don't get to play.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Dan will sometimes play a marshal if we've got odd numbers, which is cool, and that's great.
You don't want to know how many BBs.
Yeah, we probably fill a bin liner up most days, I suppose, that we have an event on with BBs. So our dustmen hate our bin, I think. It is pretty heavy when they lift it.
Yes, definitely.
I think their hydraulic rams need servicing regularly because it is a struggle for them to lift it. I think that's going to give out one day. One of the wheels is going to fall off or something. But yeah, we do on certain sessions as well. Some people go through crazy amounts of BBs. Other people don't. I mean, we've had people like doing like 1,000 rounds on a rental, and they've used like half a bag.
But we had people in a range of rental packages.
Yeah,
and they used 3,000 BBs in 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they were done. It was like, okay.
So and then equally upstairs, we've had people go through like 5,000 count bag of BB in a single session. You know, and you think, wow,
I'll take it some BBs. Wow, have fun with that. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can always try.
Yeah, the trouble with that is that we do get people asking that all the time, saying, "Oh, can we have the BBs?" Well, there's several issues. One, you're going to have a whole mixed weight of BBs. You're not going to know what weight of BBs you got in there. Two, once a BB's been shot, it does actually weaken it a little bit, and you can actually cause damage to your gun then, because just that little fine edge on it or something might rip your hot rubber open and stuff. So, and three, it makes it more dangerous because if that BB's already been weakened and you shoot it again, it can definitely shatter more or be more likely to shatter. I mean, BB's really designed to split like a pea nowadays rather than shatter, but once they've been weakened, they will shatter. But yeah, everyone asks for them, and I know a lot of people collect them and say they use them for grenades. But again, in my mind, it's just the same issue. If you're firing it out of a grenade and it's already been shot, it might be weak and might have sharp edges.
Turns it to a real grenade.
Yeah, so I think I know you only mean it in jest as well. But yeah,
we do get people out asking that question seriously, which is quite,
quite
surprising.
Yeah, sometimes
it is amazing what. I mean, a guy turned up the other day with some steel BBs and said, "Could he use them in the arena?" And we were like, "No. What you've been smoking?" Have someone downstairs to fill a bottle, please.
We have no air, so no.
Well, I think it's filling to about 2K. Yeah, one of us popped down. Out.
Yeah.
Do you know anything of HPA?
Nope.
Because you're on the end. Oh. Let's have a cabinet reshuffle, and I'll run down and fill up some air.
Well,
these two can pad out. Have a musical chairs. Oh, to worry about moving, Dan. I'll just back it through.
Right.
Alright. So yeah. Back to so it's I would never use BBs in my gun.
Yeah.
Because it won't end well, to be honest, and not worth the hassle. Once you shoot the BB through, clean it up and put it straight in the bin.
Yeah, it's not only going to cause damage to you though. If you fire that at someone and they happen to be wearing mesh and then it goes through their mesh, I've had it happen to me. It wasn't necessarily a reused BB, but a long time ago when I first started, I had a BB shatter and go into my eye. That was not pleasant. I do not wish that upon anyone. That was a horrible experience. I won't go into the details, but yeah, it was horrible. I'm lucky to have my eye still, and I can see perfectly fine out of it. I've got a few scratches on the side, but luckily it's not in my vision, so I'm all good.
I'm generally blind, so
it wasn't nice. It was a horrible experience, and obviously I wish to not have experienced that again. But that's that's what happens when you use. Well, it might not be the case, but it could be the case. Someone might have been reusing their BBs or cheap BBs that shatter and stuff like that. Would you be able to shoot plastic BB from a metal shooting gun? It depends on the caliber, I guess. Usually they're 4.5, so no. But I have seen some 6mm ones.
But the thing is, I can imagine that if you shoot in plastic BB for a rifle that's designed for metal, the FPS or the strength is quite high.
It'll probably be very high, yeah. Or it'll smash the BB up a bit.
Because it'd be too late. Oh, thank you.
Oh, hiya. Oh, it's Nathan. Hiya, Nathan. How you doing? I haven't spoken to you for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I wouldn't personally recommend it using plastic BB in a rifle that shoots metal, but that's just me. But you can always see if try if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all good. How's your? Are you still streaming? I think I saw you pop up the other day. I haven't streamed personally. I would have been streaming here instead.
He had another streaming at this point.
Nah, it's alright. I wish I still had time to stream at home. Here instead now. All the time. It's like I live here. But yeah, metal BBs are, yeah. I hate the question. Someone comes into the shop and goes, "Do you sell metal BBs?" You're like, "No, we don't sell metal BBs." Please, off you go.
Yeah.
Are you still doing it every day? Oh, that's good. Good to hear, mate. Are you doing it full time now?
Certainly. Okay.
Is it the Delta? What, the new Pro ones? They're notorious for having not very nice hop rubbers, to be fair. So you might just need to change your hop rubber. But I'm not a gun tech really. I tech on my own stuff. But yeah, so don't take my advice as like set in stone there. Nah, not full time. You wish. You'll get there one day. I'm sure you will.
You can always see if you want to change your hop up like yourself. The boy is loads of videos.
There's hundreds of videos, especially on the new pros. There's loads of videos. They're really easy to do.
But if we're not 100% sure, then I would recommend taking to a tech or someone that actually knows.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that do know. And I mean, like we'd happily show you if you pop down in the shop. We show you how to do it. It's something that you should really sort of learn to do yourself because it is your hop rubbers are considered a consumable part. They will eventually like wear out anyway. You can get them to last a very, very, very long time. I've got certain ones that have lasted ages. Surprisingly, I've got an Aries hop rubber that's lasted me a very long time. Hop up is weird. Hop and it keeps bouncing back to its default. Oh, it's one of those. So is it the ones with the little turny gear things on them? They're okay. They're sort of like an older design. Rotaries I find are a lot better. So if you get yourself a rotary hop unit, they're just a lot better. They function a lot better in my mind. So that probably solve your problem. The ones with the little coggy wheels sometimes can be a bit funny. Can't remember what the new Pro ones are like. Yeah, it's got the gear. Yeah. So they're a bit funny for some reason. They have got like a springiness from the first sort of section of it. I don't know why. Very weird. I had one a while ago, and I just ended up changing it out for someone. And then they were happy.
Oh,
so
Chris is coming back.
Yes, see Chris coming across the arena. Not that you guys can actually see him.
No, but we're watching him coming back.
Which is good because we're running out of things to say. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was good timing because I've now exhausted the things we were talking about.
Yeah, we had such a fun time talking about stuff.
Shift along and I'll squeeze in. I'll come up with an idea.
Here we go. Chris with an idea, guys.
They love it when I get an idea. Okay,
That's how this whole stream started, wasn't it? Oh, I've had an idea, and now we've got a whole dedicated office to it.
it was an expensive idea.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh God, indeed.
So, I have all sorts of ideas. I mean, like, these featured on one of our videos.
We are a very professional store, guys.
It was the hand, wasn't it? I don't know if anyone see the hand video going up and down, stroking the gun.
Yes,
gun was
no,
it?
we are very professional,
What was
guys.
it?
What gun was it?
Oh, I can't remember now. It'd be on our YouTube. Quickly type off of.
That will work. Yeah.
Our Facebook.com/YouTube.
There we go. YouTube. I don't know whose account this is going to be signed into. Yeah. Oh no. Oh dear. Hang on.
Might just have to search 308.
I was
YouTube.
in the game last month. Oh, I was reading.
I was in a game last month. I was
Oh,
defending the point, began shooting it, and it began shooting upwards. Yeah, that can be really annoying when your hops just suddenly stops working properly. Like I said though, your best bet is to just change it out from the standard one in the new prols. They're a bit funky. They're not bad, but I mean they are sort of like a not a low end gun, but you know they're not a high end gun. You can make them fine. Their triggers are a bit funky. That's I think the only bit you can't really change in them. I think you have to have their strange trigger micro switch thing.
Oh, is that on the new programs?
Yes,
Yeah, they have like a little micro switch trigger. Yeah, I mean you could fit like an ETU to it, but you have to sort of Dremel it out, and
It's not really worth it.
no, you need a gun tech that could do it for the sake of it. The amount of hours you spend dremeling it out, you could probably just buy a better V2 and drop it in there.
Yeah.
But I mean they're not a bad V2, but I think that's probably their weak spot is their triggers.
Yeah. If you go onto our channel, you might be able to just flick through our videos. Just
Yeah.
click,
Pause that a minute.
Click our channel name.
Yeah.
Just trying to find that one video I just referenced.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
There we go. So this was another brilliant idea.
Ding dong.
I can't remember what gun it was.
I can't remember that.
No.
Oh, it's the
Rapax.
the Rapax. Yeah, the DMRs. Yeah.
I forgot we even had them.
Yeah, it seems like ages ago now. When was this? This was August. Wow.
I wasn't that long ago then, but it
Yeah, it seems like ages ago. So,
yeah.
oh, it's up on there as well, Dan.
Yeah, no. But...
How you doing, Morgunny?
So-
Hey.
One of my ideas, let me see if I can bring this up. I was going to say, I could make us.
You've got the channel in front of you.
I'll look at that for a background. Seamless.
Close your eyes, everyone.
It's
You won't
just
know.
like watching the BBC, isn't it? There we go. So one thing I thought would be cool to show, because everyone like asks, airsoft pistols. So many people buy a pistol, and then and then they go it doesn't work, or it's gassing out, and some of it is that it's too cold for the time of year. And it's gassing out, but a lot of the problem is maintenance. So I brought a pistol up. It's just one of our rental pistols, and I thought I'd show some of you guys and girls what was the most common thing. So I'll take the slide off. The most common problem we see with pistols is the nozzle. So this is the air nozzle here. So it's airsoft pistols are pretty simple. When the I didn't bring a mag up with me, but when the hammer hits the back of the mag, hits the outlet valve, that forces the air up and it goes into the nozzle. through the nozzle port, and the air blows out and blows the BB through the hop unit and out the barrel. And quite often what happens is guns gas out, and they vent out gas, and it's always because, or not always, but a lot of the time it's because of this nozzle sticking.
Most commonly.
And we see loads of people bring in guns and go, it's got this problem. And this nozzle, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it should slide back up in place and move freely. Yeah, it's a Glock variant. It's a 17 variant.
It's a space Glock.
It's a space age Glock, yeah.
It's the Falcon
AVP 17, yeah.
But it is based on the Glock, which does take Glock mags as well. WE Glock mags will fit in them, and TM as well.
Yeah, but I mean, most generic pistols are the same, unless you've got something crazy funky. Then it's a bit harder to get to the nozzle. But
the nozzle is always generally the issue, and a lot of people don't maintain them or do anything with it. They just think, I'll gas it up, keep shooting it, and away it goes. And it's so simple. I mean, I use Tango Premium Lube, which is just silicone-based oil. There's others available. Or you can use a spray. I don't personally like a spray. This is just a generic silicone spray. I don't like sprays personally. It's not my thing, but it works. I prefer the oil on a nozzle. And it's not about putting loads and loads on. It's about putting a little. I always put a little droplet down the nozzle hole, and then I normally pull it forward. And I'll put another droplet down the back, and that's usually enough. And then while I'm there, normally I clean the thing first. And if you want, we'll do a proper tutorial video on how to strip a pistol, how to clean it properly, how to put it back together and lube it up. And then I usually use this Abbey gun grease. Where's the camera there? The Abbey gun grease is pretty good stuff. This is a silicone-based grease as well. So normally I'd get some of this on a those little earbud things, one of them, and you can use that to clean it, and you can use it to apply new grease down the slides. So the actual slide it's sliding on.
Like any metal on metal contact, really, like grease is a good thing to use. You can use the oil as well. Obviously, the oil's not going to last as long. The grease sort of sticks around a bit longer, but that's why you don't put the grease in the nozzle. Oil in the nozzle.
I have seen people put grease in the nozzle,
yes.
and I have done it on a particularly dry nozzle to try and revive it. Not on the nozzle, the actual seal inside had dried right out. But you've got to be careful. If you put grease in the nozzle, then you're going to create a hydraulic situation, and your FPS is going to be all over the place, and you might damage the gun. Yeah. So, and it does end up sticky. Yeah. So I only done it as a revival situation. I washed it all out afterwards. Once I'd done it to soften the rubber up, and it actually worked. But yeah, so I done that, and then I cleaned it all out, and then I oiled it afterwards, and it cured the situation at the time. But yeah, so if you want us to do I thought I'd just give a brief overview on a pistol, because it's something we get asked all the time. Like, I bought this pistol, it's venting out the top, I fire off, or I pull the trigger and a BB just rolls out the end, or it vents out the front a lot. And I say some of that could be that it's the wrong gas or it's too cold. But most of the time, it's a direct correlation to your nozzle sticking or not functioning properly, which is normally down to lube. So a little bit of lube, and these are relatively cheap. I can't remember how much they are. $7.99,
$8.99,
something like that. Yeah.
It lasts you for ages. Like, we've had this bottle for like a year, I think.
Yeah,
it's lasted a long time.
And we have like a bunch of rentals to look after. Let me seamlessly shrink us back down into our hole. Where have we
You're not seeing one.
Not that one. Hang on. Let me select it.
You're not seeing anything.
Yeah. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There we go. Oh, I've lost a bit of Dan. Not the end of the world. We'll sort that out. But yeah, so where was I?
Actually looking at the SFR pistol. They started it in their manual, adding lube could harm the internal mechanics of the gun. Yeah. Someone said this to me the other day. I'm not going to name the websites, but certain sites had said lubing and maintaining your gun was a bad idea. That is a stupid concept.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
I think what they're getting at is it's like everything's moderation. If you get your lube and like pour it literally into the nozzle, it's going to hydraulic. You're going to cause issues. It's going to be a terrible time. However, if you put 2 little drops in and clean it while you're there and everything else, then it's not going to be a problem. It's going to work absolutely fine.
There's extremes to everything. If you're constantly cleaning it all the time, it's not going to do any good, obviously, because you're wearing bits away and stuff like that. But if you don't clean it at all, again, it's not going to do any good. I've seen so many pistols come in. They go, "Oh, have you been maintaining it?" They're like, Then you open it up and it's just black. And you get it stains your fingers and it's so bad.
And we have got loads of scenes set up. Let me see if I can take a picture of this and seamlessly.
You need to set up.
Yeah,
that's what I'm just.
Yeah, we've got it all set up for games. Really, we haven't really set up this this kind of layout and format yet. So we just sort of done this on the fly.
If I can. That's
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
That's all good.
It's all good. You can't see anything. I'll download this. We have a huge setup here.
Yeah, you would like it, Nathan. You will.
I don't know if I can.
Taking a lot of inspiration from when you were telling me about your setup. To be fair,
Job base would be a good example. I don't understand.
I think you're losing. Yeah, I wouldn't know about Patrol Base. I don't really go on there that much. I've been on their Boneyard a few times, bought a couple of Boneyard guns, but yeah.
I mean, I know I bought a couple mags and a gun from them before, but that like years ago now.
There we go. So that's our stream deck. As we have all these scenes set up. I don't know if you can't see my
Can't see his
cursor.
mouse, no. I've got a little picture of him.
There we go. So we have all these different scenes set up. And then on this arrow, it takes you through, and we've got another page of scenes. We've got some sound. We've got like 4 pages of sounds now. We have sound. We have scenes for days, honestly. But yeah, we do need to get some. What we need to get really is some for the
we need like
this
a
type
chat
of thing.
format,
Yeah.
don't we? Yeah.
We need to create a new folder just for the chat.
This is doing quite well though. We didn't sort of really expect loads of people to be here, but yesterday there was loads of people chatting, and today there's loads of people chatting. So we'll probably keep trying to do this.
Yeah, if you
Seems to
like this
work.
sort of thing, then let us know. We're trying to do a full maintenance video on maintaining pistols and that. If anyone's interested, we're trying to set up a second camera pointing down at the desk so you can actually see rather than me trying to do weird and wonderful stuff. We
Do
might be
some
able to
range
do that.
videos and things as well if we can
yeah.
figure that out.
But yeah, we got scenes for days. We can flick all different scenes up. And all different transitions, but yeah, we just haven't set anything up for this. Basically, what we've done is taken the what we use for our normal live stream and for streaming the arena, and then we've added to it. So we have all sorts. Lots of sound effects and everything, you know.
I remember. Keep in mind that do play in the arena as well when we're playing, and no one told me. And then I keep hit one day a game on, and I keep hearing random
the noises,
come through, and I was curious.
I wonder where you're going then. So yeah, basically what he's saying is we activated the sound effects into the arena. So these sound effects, when I play them,
What did he say?
which is appropriate. What did he say? When it used to, it just used to play it out on the stream, so you guys would hear it watching the stream, but you couldn't hear it in the arena. Now you can. So the music we play on the stream is played in the arena. The sound effects we play is played in the arena. So my mate is really interested in doing the range in 308. However, he doesn't know how it would work regarding testing weapons.
So we don't really test guns. If you mean like ones that you want to buy, we do have different packages for different guns. So there's like we've got like 5 or 6 different packages.
Yeah, so we've got the AK package, which we call the War Dogs package, from the film War Dogs. I don't know if we can.
Yeah, you should be able to go on the Simply Book, can't you? Put it on
obviously do this. So range, shooting range.
There we go.
There we go. So we have normal range where you've got your own equipment. So this is where you bring your own gun down. We have the M16 Predator package. So if you want to fancy being a bit of Arnie with the M16 with the M203 grenade launcher on the bottom, we have that package. And we hope to be able to add the grenades in at some point as well. So you'll be able to hire extra grenades and that. And we have the Mobster package with the Tommy gun.
With a nice drum mag on it, which is nice.
Oh yes.
Yeah. As I said, we've got the War Dogs package, which is the AK-47 package. We could have called it all sorts, but we're only trying to make it relevant to now, so that's why we called it War Dogs.
Yeah, and then we had Scarface, but everyone likes Scarface. So,
So yeah, if you don't know what Scarface is, then well, where you been? And then we have so that's an M16 with M203 launcher on it as well. We have the MP5 package, which is the Die Hard Good package, Good Guy package, and then we have the All package as well. So that's the Carl package from Die Hard as well. So it has got his full name on there somewhere. Oh yeah, if you can pronounce that, then crack on.
Is that?
Don't even try, Dan. It's not. You're just going to make yourself sound stupider.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm not attempting it. It's a mouthful.
Yeah,
that I mean, if there's any Eastern European speakers out there, they might be able to pronounce that stuff. But
yeah, it's Phil.
it's,
Yeah, Phil. Yeah.
it's something
Dave or something.
It's something ski at the end of it. It was an East German terrorist, wasn't he? But it's quite an Eastern European surname, I think. But anyway, is what it is. So that's that. So you've got all those different guns on there. We also have M4s as well. So they're not actually on there. We need to add that onto the packages. But our theme packages are those ones. But we do have M4 rentals as well.
Which are just our standard sort of rentals that we use for the arena and things like that. So
yeah. So you can do that as well. And we can do pistol packages as well. So if you want to do a pistol package. But at the moment, it's not on the website. You'd have to give us a call if you want to rent a pistol or
I think they can pick
an M4.
You click on range. You can
No, I took it off.
Oh,
I
you
think.
took it off.
Yeah,
okay.
because it was their own guns.
Got it,
So now it only allows them to. But we'll do a generic rental as well at some point on there. But yeah, if you're talking, would there be a chance for a shotgun? Maybe.
It's difficult with shotgun because we're scared that people will break them. Because people do get a bit rough. They're only spring powered usually, and if they're gas, then they're even more flimsy. And the gas ones obviously breaking are a nightmare. The spring ones also breaking are a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. They're not really worth repairing. It ends up throwing them away. So we don't really.
I mean, for individual use, they're great.
We're not really too sure on the shotguns. We did talk about the shotguns a while ago, but yeah, we had loads of shotguns for specific game modes in our arena, but they all got broken. So
yeah, we bought a lot of cheap ones, but I think it's the thing like the fastest car in the world is a rental car. Jeremy Clarkson said it's the same thing with rental guns. Unfortunately, people are a bit more abusive with them, so we tried to get guns that we could lean on a little bit.
that's why we maintain these so much.
Yeah, and guns that we can repair and get parts for. So the trouble with a lot of shotguns is they're not repairable unless you get the gas ones, and then it's a lot of work to do it. And for a rental point of view, renting a shotgun, which includes gas and includes BBs, the bottle of gas is a tenner, and then a bag of BBs is £3, so £13 without even hiring it. So then if we added like a £5 on to hire the gun and a £5 to hire the range, you're now up to like whatever that
Almost
was.
like 25, 30 quid, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
it gets expensive.
and you could get a day's airsoft for like 30 quid, so it's not really.
Yeah, so we're trying to make it cost effective for everyone. So never say never. We'll definitely research it more, and we have been looking at shotgun packages. Never say never, but again, for the target shooting in the range, again, they're not particularly effective for the targets. So if you're trying to shoot out 20 targets, a typical shotgun would do either a single round or 3-round burst. You might get sort of 6 shots off, maybe, and then even on the magazine
if you've
one.
got the 30-round shells, you only get 10 shots if it's a triple barreled one. So I mean, it wouldn't really work.
You struggle, I think, in the range to use it effectively. But I mean, as I say never. We might get a single barrel one with a mag-fed system, something like that, just so that people can have a go. I mean, the idea of the packages was for people that hadn't played airsoft before, that wanted to, but didn't want to get shot in the first instance.
They just want to have a feel of the different kinds of guns that are available. And
Yeah,
stuff
they
like
could come out and shoot it. I saw a dude in Imperium snap his shotgun in half.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. The trouble with a lot of the shotguns is that a lot of them are cheap plastic, which is fine. They're quality in the CQB arena. They're great fun. And as an individual gun, people take care of them and they last and they're great. And the 30 quid shotguns are awesome. But as a rental package, they're not, because people just abuse them. And yeah, if you're running around with a shotgun like that and you fall over, you're going to snap it in half, unfortunately. So that would suck. So yeah, definitely something we'll look into. But yeah, at this stage, no. And again, someone asked about snipers before. We're probably not going to put a sniper on simply because it's an 8 meter range and it's pointless. People have put guns down a chrono, and you're welcome to bring down. So when you hire out the range, we have a chrono you can borrow. So you're welcome to get your guns chronoed, and if you want to bring a sniper to get it chronoed, then absolutely you can. We had a guy in today getting his sniper chronoed. But again, for target shooting, it's, if you've got a bolty, trying to shoot the targets in quick succession isn't the gun.
Unless you're some sort of superhuman, it's a bit difficult.
And we do get queries a lot. Can I come down and set my gun up there? You can, but if you want to engage people at 8 meters, it'd be perfect. But in reality, you don't want to be setting a gun up in our shooting range. Our shooting range is for fun. Download the app, record all the statistics, see how you rank against everyone else that's shot in there. But it's all about having fun. If you want to set a gun up, you really need to do that at a multi-target range. A lot of the sites now have ranges that range out from, you can, and have targets out from 5 meters out to 80 to 100 meters, so you can shoot out and set your gun up. Personally, I'd set my hop, so I was engaging targets like 30, 35 meters. That's going to be my main engagement distance, and I'd aim off from that. But you'd set it up to how you personally feel. I mean, your DMR you've set up for a longer distance, haven't you? Because you typically shoot in that longer engagement distance. So and then you'd aim down if you were going, but not the the minimum engagement anyway. You're not going to aim down too much. No,
we're shooting the floor.
But I mean, in terms of minimum engagement of players, you wouldn't be shooting anyone with a DMR within on the site.
It's usually about rules. 30 meters.
So that's how I'd set my gun up, and then I'd mentally make a note of where I have to aim off for 40 meters and 50 meters and that sort of stuff, and work out my windage and stuff for a windy day. I always try and test my if I'm ever on a site when it's windy, I always try and test it on the range, just to see where I have to shoot off for wind. And there also would be a small crest, but would there be a small chance of a custom door patch?
We did have patches with our store logo on.
I don't know if we've got any left.
I think
we're sold out.
Yes.
They're made in Pakistan and they take forever to come through.
We had some other ones that we were trying to get made, but
there we go. Well, it says we've got 2 left. I'm not so sure on that, but that was our 308 patch. Don't order it online yet. I need to check if we've actually got them. I didn't think we had.
Probably need to get some more made up, I believe. But yeah, it takes a long time. We have actually queried about some fabric ones, wasn't it? But nothing heard about that yet.
Yeah, so I need to, I think some of that's my fault. We do the Finch embroidery patches. So Finch does a load, and I kept chopping and changing my mind how we'd do it. I was going to do ones on key rings that we'd give away free with guns. And then we looked at Velcro ones and all sorts. But we do our own patch, but we need to get them back in stock. I did actually look at a new design as well, but unfortunately it's the mould that costs the money. Once the mould's made, it's relatively cheap. Well, not relatively cheap, they're still expensive, but they're not as expensive. It's the cost of the initial mould.
We do have an updated logo from original.
Yeah, and this is our new logo. But the other problem is the way they make the molds. It can't be a carbon copy because of the way that molds made.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't have this white detailing around the letters,
They just
unfortunately.
still start falling apart.
Yeah.
I have about around 82 airsoft.
Yeah, we're certainly we certainly have some patches sorted out. We've got a load of patches in stock.
Time check.
It's 2048.
Oh wow,
Where
time's
did
flown
that
by.
go?
Let me just find tactical patches on our website. Tactical patches. There we go.
Yeah,
So
you'll see when you come into our shop, we have got a lot of patches in the shop as well.
there is tons. We are supported by Finch Embroidery. So Finch Embroidery helps us supply a lot of the patches. So we have a ton of his patches in here, and they're the same price that he sells his at. There's no difference. So like this one here, that's one of his.
They're nice quality, and he's got PVC ones that he does as well.
Yeah. There's all sorts of different designs. So everything for anyone. But they're all on the website as well. There's all sorts of different ones there. We've sold out of them as well. Normally I say how many we've got in stock down here.
I haven't seen them.
Then we've got one. That was our biggest selling patch, which is what made me think that we didn't have any more of them.
We might do. There's quite a few patches on that wall.
So yeah, on the same page again.
Anyway, you get the idea. We've got quite a few.
Yeah, there's quite a lot there. 7 pages of patches. So if you fancy a patch, then have a look. Make it easily get up to 100 airsoft patches. And we have a patch board in the shop as well, which we'll probably try and get a picture of at some point. But there is a patch board up in the shop above our slash puppy machine. Yes, we do slash puppies as well. Seamless link. But we have a patch board there for your team patch or whatever. So if you you got a team patch and you want to donate your team patch across to us, and we'll stick it up on our patch wall. We've got some dog tag ones up there. We've got some driverwood ones up there. We've got
various different
teams,
like special events.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you
ASG
spend
ones.
£100 on patches, you definitely get more than 100 after that.
Well, yeah, you'll push your 82 up to 100 easy. You might need to buy somewhere to put them all, but
yeah, I use the roof of my car.
Well,
so it's covered in patches. My car.
I think the other thing, I don't know if we've got any of these left. Yeah, here we
Oh
go.
yeah.
Another seamless link.
I've got
What you
one of them
need
as well.
is one of these. It's a Valken Zulu gun patch bag. So not only can you put your guns away, you can put all your patches on your gun bag. How cool is that?
And it's molly as well, so you can put pouches on your gun bag that's covered in patches too, which is nice.
So you can fully pouch it up and you can fully patch it up, which is pretty cool. And so it serves a couple of purposes. Really cool little thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, another seamless link, and then inside comes with this one single Velcro strap. So the inside this will stick to, or comes with 2, I think, one each side, but you can use it to strap down your guns. So I have a massive Velcro board on my wall with patches. Okay, that's cool.
Nice.
When you want to take your patches out though and show them off,
Yeah, you put them on your bag.
what you need is a Zulu gun bag.
You can cover that in patches.
Then you can share the beauty of all those patches you spent all your hard-earned money on, and show everyone what they look like, rather than keeping it to yourself. But we've been told it's time because the evening's just disappeared.
What time did we start today?
And we shut in 10 minutes.
We're going for an hour and a half, so.
Yeah, we only expected to go on for a quick 20-minute chat. So there we go. So we'll come back and we'll do some maintenance videos on pistols for you guys. And if you've got any other ideas, chuck it in the chat or get on to our Discord channel.
Yep.
Um,
I'll link that.
Here, put another link up for that. Yeah, and also our Facebook page. We have our Kill House page. So if I can get another seamless link up. Yeah. There we go. We've got our 308 sniper kill house players page.
Invite request. So you do have to find that page and then request to join.
Yeah.
But we will accept you on there. That's all.
We've got 541 members on there, so there's lots of members on there that you can chat with. But and we post questions like loadouts, put some funnies up there, all that sort of stuff. So and it's got a link to our Discord on there as well. But yeah, if you want to join it's 308 Sniper Kill House Airsoft Players Group. So send us a request to join that, and we accept you. And jump on our Discord as well. If you've got any ideas for our stream or anything you'd want to see, then drop us a shout. If you want, we're trying to look for people as well that want to get involved. So if you want to either sit here and get involved in it, or link to us via Discord call, and we can bring you in on the chat via Discord call. We're going to trial that as well. So if you want to be involved in that, then let us know, and we'll bring you on the chat. You can sit here and get involved. Dan normally doesn't get involved with these sort of things, but he wanted to do it, and he was talking about the rifles and stuff earlier on.
Usually I do the actual games itself, so I got a chance today to do it. But
yeah, and we want to bring other people on, so Dan's had a chance, and we'll get Dan on future streams as well, so he can talk about some of the different topics and that. But yeah, if you've got any ideas or anything you want to see, then drop us a shout.
He
did well.
Oh, thank you very much.
He done all right, didn't he?
Tried my best, that's amazing.
We need a sound effect for that. Didn't he do well or something like that?
Woo! That was a lot of fun.
That's the closest one I've got.
Yeah, echoed through a microphone. That probably.
If everyone talk to me, say I like my World War II beer stuff. So if you've got any questions like that, I can talk for hours about it. So even if just having a chat, please, you're more welcome to come down and have a nice chat.
So I think we're going to have to call it a night. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for jumping in the chat, and we'll hopefully see you on the next one. We'll probably be streaming tomorrow night. We've got a game on tomorrow. So as I say, get booked in 308sniper.simplybook.it, and we'll see you tomorrow. So that's us for now.
Bye.